Hello, everybody. I am going to assume that if you're watching this video, you've already watched the previous video that I just made from Chris Grabenstein's Super Puzzletastic Mysteries, short stories for young sleuths from Mystery Writers of America. It is the story of Tricked, a frame story by James Ponti. My previous video was where you get to find all the clues to figure out who's done the crime. This is the solution video, so I'm gonna tell you who's done it. So make sure that you've already watched the mystery part before I give you the solution, yeah? So here we go. I wanna find out who stole the Stanley Cup. So solution for Tricked, a framed story. The parade was about to start as I led the others to the parking lot. I still hadn't told them the solution to the mystery. I wanted to run it through my head one more time to make certain I had it right. I scanned the cars and floats waiting in line. I heard the band warming up. I saw Kinsley Vance and her cameraman getting ready. I headed right for her. Are you sure about this? Darius asked. I looked over my shoulder and nodded. Margret saw my face and smiled. He's sure. I call that his Sherlock look. Kinsley saw us coming and told her cameraman to start rolling. She hurried into position to interview Darius while he was walking. Darius, can we get a few questions? She asked. Sorry, Juliet said, stepping between them to block the interview. We're busy at the moment. I just want to know if there's any truth to the rumors that the Stanley Cup is missing, Kinsley said with a devilish smile. This was her gotcha moment. Darius stammered, and Juliet jumped in to rescue him. Where did you hear a rumor like that? A reporter never reveals her sources, Kinsley answered smugly. You don't have to, I said, taking over the conversation. We know you got an anonymous phone call and rushed back to cover the story, and we know who made that call. You do? Asked Margret, surprised. I shot her a wink. Yes, we do. It was Robert Besserer. The others had been so focused on Kinsley that they hadn't noticed we'd stopped at the band's trailer, which is where I was headed the whole time. Go ahead, I said to Darius. Unlock it. Robert Besserer, meanwhile, had seen this going on and rushed over from the band's position. He ran as fast as he could while carrying a sousaphone. What are you doing? Besserer demanded. Getting the Stanley Cup, I said. Darius is supposed to carry it in the parade. The anticipation was palpable as Darius unlocked the trailer and pulled up the back to reveal nothing except for some empty instrument cases. This is when it dawned on me that the cameraman was rolling. If I was wrong, this was going to make for some very bad television. Florian, Margret said with concern, do you know what you're doing? Absolutely, I said. It's in the Glockenspiel case. Unbelievable, said Besserer. You've already looked in there. Face it, I didn't steal the cup. I smiled broadly. Then how'd you know it was stolen? What do you mean? He asked, perplexed. You guys gave me the third degree earlier. You know, when you checked in the box and saw that it was empty. You see, that was your first problem, I said. None of us ever said it was stolen. It didn't dawn on me until after we left. You never asked us why we were looking around. It's because you already knew it was missing. Well, maybe you never spelled it out, he said, backtracking. But it was obvious what was going on. I'm not a stupid guy. You're not a stupid guy, I said. But you did make one stupid mistake. Everyone was quiet for a moment as he scrambled through his memory to figure out what he'd done wrong. What was that? He finally asked. You gave us the key to the trailer while the instruments were still inside. Yet now the band is playing them. That means you have a second key. You lied when you told us there was only one. He's right, said Darius. The drums were in here. All the instruments were. Besserer slumped. He knew he was beaten. I realized it when I heard everyone chanting, "Rock the red," I said. That could only happen if you'd gotten the instruments. The part I didn't understand was why you hadn't just taken them out before you gave us the key. The bass drums, said Margret, solving it. Yes, I said. It was because of the bass drums. The heads had been taken off because you showed them to us, said Margret. And the drums were stacked on top of each other like a big column. And without the heads, I said, it was hollow and a perfect place to hide the cup. But you couldn't take the instruments out without revealing them. So you had to wait until we left and then use the other key to unlock the trailer and move it to the glockenspiel case. Margret climbed up into the trailer and opened the case to reveal the trophy hidden inside. I don't believe it, gasped Juliet. The biscuits in the basket, exclaimed Darius. Besser confessed to everything. His plan was to alert the media so the story became public. After keeping the trophy for a few days, he was going to use his memorabilia connections to make it look like he'd recovered it, so that he could return it to the team. He thought it would make him a hero. Instead, got him arrested. The parade went off as planned, with one slight alteration. 2 of Deke's geeks joined Darius in the Stanley Cup in the convertible. I'm sure the people lining the street wondered what Margret and I were doing with him. But we didn't care. We were having the time of our lives. Okie dokie. That was it. That was the solution. Did you get it? I'm super curious to know if you did. So if you are in one of my classes, let me know, and that will be super fun. But I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next week.